Hello, my name is Savannah Robinson. For my online speech communications class, we were asked to do a service project. Our service project was going to be our final exam project, and it was going to be something that we could benefit from and give back to our community with. From the beginning of the semester, when I read the syllabus and I was trying to think of something to do for my service project, I was trying to think of something that pertained to my major that I would really benefit from that and benefit from giving back to the community and learning stuff with my experience. So when they came around, I tried to think of something that I could do because when I graduate from college, I want to be a coach. So I was trying to think of something with field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse that I have the most knowledge with. So I did my service project with the Coughlin Field Hockey Team. The Coughlin Field Hockey Team is in Wilkes-Barre, PA, and that's where I graduated from. Within my 4 years of Coughlin High School, we had many successful seasons with winning district championships, with conferences, and other awards. But one of the most important things of that season was something I learned about my senior year. When my senior year came around, my best friend's mom, who was also our field hockey coach, Colleen Wood, who is also a Myers teacher, was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was in October 2015, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. In our past 3 years there, when I was a freshman, sophomore, and junior, we did a breast cancer awareness game, as every high school does for every sport, in October. But when that October came around, that breast cancer game meant a lot more to us, and it meant that we needed to play harder. Since I was so comfortable with the team and coming to the practices, I asked to do my service project with volunteering with their breast cancer game this year. The breast cancer game meant a lot to us because it meant that we needed to play harder for our coach because we saw that she was trying to do so much for us. She was scheduling her chemo around our games and practices. She was still showing up to the games when she couldn't even coach and sat on the sidelines. She was sitting on the sidelines walkie-talking my assistant coach to know that everything was happening with the game. And it broke my heart because it really opened my eyes and taught me that anything could happen at any moment to anybody. And she was so strong with everything. That's why I chose her to interview also, because I wanted to learn a lot from her and I want to be half the coach she is. When I was interviewing her, we discussed how she was interviewed with our local Times Leader paper when it came down to it. When they were interviewed, it was a lot more different from our interview because we were so close and it was so much more casual. It was also kind of funny because some of the answers I knew that she was going to respond with and some of the answers I didn't. I asked her questions like, would she want to do anything besides ever coach in her life? What was her favorite memories? What was it like going through that time? Did she ever expect to coach after that? Was it struggling trying to coach and trying to keep up with the team? When I asked her if she wanted to do anything with other than coach, she said absolutely not, and that she loves coaching field hockey. She coached her daughter, who was in my class, and then when I was a freshman, her other daughter was a senior, who was also one of my friends. She also mentioned in the Times Leader interview and in my interview that being a teacher with cancer was hard because she would come to class with wigs and the students would touch her wigs and she would always have to tell them to stop. She also mentioned that in the Times Leader paper. Her daughter Bridget struggled a lot with it because she was my friend, and Bridget cried at practices sometimes and she would have to go home, and it always broke my heart because I always struggled with knowing what if that was my mom. So for the breast cancer game, we always donated money to the Susan Komen Foundation. The Susan Komen Foundation is the #1 breast cancer foundation in the world. Donating money to them helped with researching and helping other ladies who are struggling with breast cancer or already beat breast cancer fight through it. The Susan Komen Foundation always received a check from us for that we learned in all the proceeds. And also at the breast cancer game, we made things like cookies, we did hair dye, we did a lot of things that would raise money. For my responsibilities at the breast cancer game, I announced the teams, I just helped with the raffle money, and I helped with the snack stands. That all raised money and all the proceeds donated to Susan Komen Foundation. The service project really opened my eyes, like I said, with my senior year, with what could happen in a blink of an eye. It also opened my eyes with how many people are struggling with breast cancer and how much Susan Foundation really helps with it. Thank you so much for watching my video.